Good evening, everyone. So, you people know very well which topic we are going to start with today, right? It's class 7 and chapter is 6 of Civics, that is media, and we are here to understand media. Yesterday was the part 1, and what we went through, let's go for the first one. We got to know what is media. First, we talked about what is media. So, we got to know that through whichever we are communicating. Nowadays, when we talk about mass media or we talk about any kind of medium of transmitting our messages to others, that's called media. When we go for media, we basically find where it is really very much important. It is really very much important. Even it is very important to give us the message like what is going around this world. We get the message of TV shows, TV channels, reality shows. Some gaming channels are also available. So they provide us, even for small children, there are a number of educational apps available, educational channels available too. Now, we are coming to the next part, media and technology. So we found yesterday only, we discussed that media and technology, long and long back ago, it was not color, it was completely black and white. Now we have HD available, even HD plus is also available. We are having the smart TVs available. So these things are working here and we all are getting everything very good about it. So what we find after that, we basically find here that newspapers and all are providing, like, everything is very technology, everything is increasing a lot, enhancing a lot. Then we got to know the next point. Okay, then we find the next one, media and money. You know what, when you are, just an example, if you want to take something, if you want to purchase something, you need some kind of money, right? You need some amount of money. The same way, even many times you are supposed to rush with the technology. Many times you're supposed to rush with the society, what it is doing. Means if somebody is having high technology, it is always in demand. When something is there in demand and you want to compete with everybody, you should have the knowledge of everything. The same applies over here. When we talk about media, there was a time the people had nothing, media had nothing, just only a small camera, and it was working on that. But now we find only in the studio, they have a number of things, and it is really very expensive. Even if they want to compete, they too should go for, and they go for the latest technology. Don't you think that latest technology needs a lot of money? First, they have to pay the salary to the people who are working for them. Second, for the latest technology, for the advanced technology, they are in need of a number of machineries like DSLR cameras, or better than that camera, even a place to have the studio, even the laptops of a very good quality. It all requires, even for the sound quality also, they need a number of things. So when they go for all these kind of things, they need also a lot of money. What to do? How to fulfill the need of money? Who is going to give money to media? This advertising agency. You might have seen that some channels are going, some serials or something news, or you're going through, in between comes the kind of ads. Why? These ads are being provided, being telecasted on the different news channels or TV channels or reality shows, and these TV channels or reality shows are actually getting money through the news agency. Now the matter comes, why? We'll talk about it later. Why don't we talk about it later? You just think, if every day, sometimes they go for mantras, sometimes they go for Amazon, sometimes they go for Bata, sometimes that means different kind of items are being telecasted. What happens? When it is, you are watching rapidly, repeatedly you are getting the ads, your mentality undoubtedly changes. Why shouldn't I try for it? It happens, yes. It always happens that I must try for it. What's bad to try? And there comes a time you're any of the way you're influenced by media. This is actually media is doing. Coming to the next scene here, that media and democracy. It is very important chapter here, a very important topic which every individual should understand. Please focus on this one. You know, whenever I go for any topic, I just try to identify and define the points. Here comes democracy, right? When we talk about democracy, what do we say basically? Democracy, India is a democratic country. Even many more countries are democratic. And what happens in democracy? What kind of right in democracy the people have got? Right to express their ideas. If the government does something wrong, the people have the right to protest against it. This is very clear that when in democracy the people have the right, whatever they feel, they have nominated, they have elected their leaders. Leaders are supposed to work for the public, but if leader does not work, if the government does not work properly, the people have the right to protest. Means any of the way you can say, or in a different way you can directly say that whatever is shown on TV channels about the government, about what is happening in the society, it is our mentality. Because the Prime Minister will not come to us, the Chief Minister and the Mayor will not come to us to tell that we have done this wrong and we have done this right. Who is showing it to us? In class 6 also it was press conference. Oh no, this class only you people had gone through press conference. The public is supposed to know everything through the media. And when you just imagine, whatever media shows, the people think accordingly and they will act also accordingly. That's very clear. Whatever, if the media shows something good about the government, the people will also think something good is going on. If the media says something bad against the government, something negative against the government, the people also go for the same mentality. If media says very good for the government, the people are there to praise the government. If the media says something wrong about the government, the people come here and protest. Undoubtedly, the people come on the stage, come on the road, they will go for signature campaign, they will go for dharna, and they will go for that, dharna hai, hartal hai, and all, strikes and all. They go for all these things. Why do they do? Why do they take this kind of step? They take this kind of a step only because of one reason. The reason is media. Media has told the public that yes, this time the government is doing wrong and this time the government is doing right. Here comes the responsibility of the media that yes, if you are doing something wrong, it is not fair. You have your words, your news can create a kind of feeling among the people that the government is wrong, and the people will come up in the society on the road and will protest, and it can be sometimes harmful too. So here it was media and democracy. Now we can easily understand the kind of information what media gives accordingly the people are reacting. So what the media should have to do? The media is supposed to be very balanced. Now let me give you a very small example. You just imagine there are two children. What happens? You just imagine there are two children in the family. There is one father and a mother, means the children are living in the family with their parents, right? What happens that time? Two children, there is a fight. Okay, there is a fight, you and with your sibling, there is a fight. And what happens after that? Undoubtedly, you people, if the quarrel, like the discussion and hot discussion goes on, you definitely go to your parents. And when you go to your parent, will you like it? Will you like it that when the father listens only to your sister, your sibling? And will you like it when your father says no to it? Will you ever like it? No. Undoubtedly no. Fine. So here what happens? The parent will give a fair message when the parent finds this is something. When the parent will listen, okay, this child said this child said this, and finally the parent will get to know that yes, what is right, what is wrong. If the parent go for this, then only it is good, right? But you just think the parent listened to your sibling, didn't listen to you. Undoubtedly, it's never it is never giving a fair decision. The party is supposed to be listened to all. Now I give you just an example. One example I gave from your house, the same applies in your class also. Two children having a fight without knowing the teacher gave the punishment to both the children, or without knowing the teacher didn't listen to you and gave the punishment to you, without knowing. Will it be a fair decision? Never. This is called biased. This is never balanced, because a message came to the teacher which was something wrong. The teacher was supposed to go for both the points, but it was not happening. It didn't happen that time. You just go for two examples which are given here. There is, you can see, crackdown on polluting factories. Here comes a point, crackdown on polluting factories. If you go for this, just see what is happening here. In this one, it is shown like this is INN. INN is a news channel, and what it is telling? It is telling that crackdown on polluting factories means the people are actually, they have come, the factory workers, the factory owners have come on the road and they are protesting. So somebody says that, why are you people protesting? First you're polluting the entire environment, you're polluting the air, and then you're protesting also. If this kind of image, this kind of statement is given by any news agency or any political person, what will happen? You will also have the same feeling that yes, undoubtedly, these workers and these factory owners are doing something wrong. Okay, crackdown means breakdown. Crackdown on polluting factories. There is kind of crackdown. Crackdown comes like there comes a situation that the factories are which are polluting the environment. They are told for crackdown, means they are supposed to be stopped. No factory, means any factory which is polluting environment, should be cracked down, should be stopped now immediately, should be locked down at immediate action. If this happened, the people came, owners and workers came, and they started protesting. It created a scene, and if the same kind of message comes to the people, we people, even I will also think the same, that oh my God, really, these people are so bad that first they are polluting also, and when the government is telling them to stop, they are coming on the road to protest. So bad it is. But you just see another news channel which gives a different message. It says that the government didn't tell the people, didn't allow the people, even didn't give the time to the people, and started locking it down. In that case, around 1 lakh people who are busy and who are getting occupation, who are getting job, who have job in these factories, they are the workers, they are the owners. Where will they go? Where will they go? So the government has undoubtedly told that yes, we will replace you to somewhere else, but that place is having no facility at all. So what do you find here? Here in this one, there is a message which is against the workers and the owners. This is the message which is against the government. It cannot be. Don't you think it is biased? It is not giving a balanced report. It's not giving a balanced message. Without thinking only about the owners and worker, and without thinking only about the governor, about the government, let's think about only one. Let's think about both, and what is right. That should be the message given by the media to the people. Right. Undoubtedly it is correct. Instead of talking about one, instead of talking about another, why don't the media gives a balanced report? So what is a balanced report? Without thinking either of the party, without thinking which is either of the party is biased or either of the party is not good, instead of give the correct message. Without thinking about two parties, give the correct message. This is actually the responsibility of media. That's why it is told media and democracy. In a democratic country, the people have the right to protest if they don't like something. But if media is only giving us the wrong message, do you think the public is going to take a right decision? Never. It will never give. So it is very important. If media is there, media is free. Media is free from everything. Media is completely free. What is going on around the world, what the government is doing, right or wrong, media is free to give any kind of message. So media should go for it. Media should not be at all biased. It should not think about anybody. But the problem comes, is it easy? Is it an easy? Undoubtedly no. Why? Let's see why it happens. You just imagine if this is happening, that media and democracy, they are not going through it. Here you just see what happens. There is just a family which is sitting and before the news channel or before the TV, and they're going for some kind of entertainment. In between is coming some kind of ads also. Now, what is your duty? Undoubtedly, you people are, I am also watching TV and we are going for the ads. Don't you think that we should use only for the entertainment and knowledge, not to get influenced by it? It is showing a number of things to us. No, showing a number of attitude, showing a number of things like a number of ads, what is doing wrong, what is going right. But we have to decide what is correct and what is wrong. That we need to decide what is correct and what is wrong. This is the actually responsibility of a citizen. We can't stop media doing it. We can't stop government doing anything. But yes, what can we do? We should have a biased knowledge. We should not have a biased knowledge. We should have a feeling, broad-minded feeling, that why it is doing like this. Why don't have a question in our mind that why the factory workers and the owners came for the strike? There may be a reason. Why did we think that, oh my God, it's completely wrong? No, we were supposed to think. We were supposed to have a question mark in our mind. Why? Is it right or wrong? Because God has given us brain too. So why don't we use our brain instead of whatever the others are telling to listen? No, we should not do that. Okay, so that comes the most important part here. Even sometimes happens that something which is wrong going on, the government has the right to stop it. Like some kind of movies, you might have heard also, there are some kind of movies which have been banned by the government. The government said, no, this kind of movie should never publish to the people because it is giving a wrong message, right? But the government is meant for the for TV channels, for entertainment things, and for the movies and all. But the government cannot stop for the news. Remember, the government cannot stop news that you can't publish it. No, it is a right of media. Government has a right only to the part of entertainment, not to the part with the knowledge the media is providing to the people. So we need to think now. Here the matter comes, but what media is doing? I do remember, I think 5 to 7 years back, there was a news channel. I don't want to give the name of that particular news channel, but it was very interesting for the entire 24 hours. Yes, entire 24 hours. It was just creating one issue. There is a car moving without a driver. A car moving without a driver. Everybody was surprised. Everybody was telling, is there a ghost inside? Is it there a remote control car? No, it's not a remote control car. Like entire India was thinking, oh my God, what about this TV channel? What about this car? What is going on? Everybody was thinking about it. What it was actually. The media is supposed to give the correct answer, not to give the biased. And very next day it came that it was not at all such like that. A person was completely wearing that, he was invisible or something like that it was shown. Means just to create a TRP. Why? Why the people will come to a particular news channel to go for a particular item to watch? Why? When it is found interesting. Nowadays Big Boss started. Before that we are having KBC, Kaun Banega Crorepati. Why the people are showing interest? The people are showing interest because it is somewhat interesting, related to something and all and all. So when it is related to that, the people go for it. In between also, the ads are being shown, the people get influenced by it. And this is doing what? This is doing mirch masala, adding TRP actually. So the media, instead of giving the correct answer, correct information to the public, it is adding up mirch masala. क्योंकि जब तक मिर्च मसाला नहीं लगाओगे, कोई भी चीज़ इंटरेस्टिंग नहीं बनेगी. And interesting बनाने के लिए मिर्च मसाला लगाना ज़रूरी है. So that was actually the main, that has become actually the main focus of media nowadays, and media has now tends to focus on the particular aspect of the story actually, because they have a feeling if they make story, the more number of people will come to them. but this is actually not the role of media. So dear children, we have mind. It is given by us to God. It is given by the God. So why don't we use it instead of thinking about others, about whatever the others are thinking, to adopt it? No, not at all. We should not go for it. Okay, so dear children, you got to know media and media and money we got through. We went through media and democracy. Even we got to know that what is this balanced diet. Even we got to know about it. So for today, we are ending up this session here only. And tomorrow we'll talk about setting agendas. How is it possible that media is nowadays setting agendas? What the people have to think and what the people should not think, everything is decided by media. So you can easily understand media is how much powerful and how is it setting an agenda. Agenda means a kind of thought. It is setting. So we'll talk about it tomorrow, setting agendas. Then we'll talk about local media, what kind of information local media is giving. And after that, we are going for social advertising also, means a kind of awareness. And after that, we'll end up the session tomorrow. So we are not left with much, but yes, I must say, why to grab everything in a day? Why don't we go for the next day? Okay, so by the time, thank you so much. Don't forget to like. Okay, thank you so much. Yeah, censorship. Censorship is a kind of, you can say, law is type, it is a law that censorship, it is banned. Censorship means ban something. Censorship, ban something. Okay, when there is a kind of something not good in a movie or that, and the government finds it is going to give a bad message to the public, so the government applies censorship on it. Means government said it is banned. Censorship means banned. Okay, so we'll talk about it tomorrow again. If you have any doubt, we'll talk about it and we'll discuss each and everything about it. By the time, thank you so much, and let's join the next one. Thank you.